Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dutch Pig Farmer series here on Klein Friesland. So, same day as the last episode, which in which we said that we were going to have a little sleep and then go from there. But I thought, you know what, we've not really, let's get the time fixed, we've not really made the most of the day, have we, really? So, why not do a few contracts? You know, top the old bank balance up for the person that will follow, in inverted commas. Right, so we can turn off the old flashers, there we go. Fire up the mower, which does get slightly loud. Now, I haven't used, one, this mower, and two, this MB track. I actually quite like this. For mowing, it seems pretty good, decent sound to it. What was I going to press then? Relatively nice sounding horn as well. Horns are important when you drive like I do. So, let's get lowered down and off we go. I do like as well how the in-game worker, well, not worker, GPS, the GPS's, picks up the offset. That is rather nicely done. Now we need to try not to drown the leased or borrowed equipment, should I say. The only thing with this is it does have a little bit of a mind of its own when reversing, but that's probably the lack of skill of the operator. It's sort of a dolly-esque offset malarkey, isn't it? Whoa, there we go. So it's been a while of recording. So I've got 2 episodes sort of done. It's just having the time to sit and edit them, really. So yeah, hence the sort of lack of content. So yes, apologies. It won't appear like, well, it will appear like there has been, because there's been like a 2-week gap. But yeah, it's just this thing in life called work. It really does. It really does get in the way of making videos. But all good. There we go. Can't grumble. Hopefully things will now settle down a bit. Back to normal-ish. As normal as things ever get, really. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, I am making the assumption, and we all know what happens when you make assumptions. They are the mother of all. But I think we will, in this episode, get to 1,000 pigs, which has taken, I think when I loaded in, it was about 72 hours worth of play. I think it was something like that. So not horrendous, really. Obviously helped by the realistic livestock mod, because if you tried to do it with base game, oh, you'd be here for absolute donkey's years. That was absolutely perfect against that gate. Haha. So yes, so that'll be the sort of not the end of Klein Friesland, because the map still lives on, and you know, is still it's still quite a cool map for me, both versions really of the game. Well, not both versions of the game, both versions of the map, the 22 version and the 25, because we did we do one, or did we do a live stream on the? We did, I'm pretty sure we did, and we did one during the release days, or the days coming up to the release of 25, I think. Pretty sure. Didn't I do 2? Wasn't there one on Calmston and one on Klein Friesland, I think? So anyway, you know, I've sort of followed it around, or it's followed me, whichever way you want to look at it. So yeah, I'm going to miss playing on it, and what I'm tempted to do... Come on, a little bit more. There we go. Is probably go in and change the capacities of the sheds, like I probably should have done in the first place, to be honest. And just keep going, maybe, as a personal save, you know, because I do like the map. I like the way we set it up. I've liked the challenge of it all. So yeah, I might well keep it as a personal save, I think. But yeah, so there will be focusing a little bit more on what's it called, Saxlingham. Yeah, he said Saxthorpe then, but that was 22. And yeah, just do that save for a bit, and then see what grabs our fancy, really. I've got to a point now on Saxlingham where I do need to do some level of recording. There's only so much sort of, I guess, behind the scenes work you can do without making it look like, you know, you've jumped through 18 months. So yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Like I've said right at the start, are we saving or are we just lagging? When I started this, you know, Saxlingham, that this map would, and this series would have priority, because I'd started this and I wanted to see it through and get it, you know, to a point where we completed the challenge. And, you know, it's, yeah, and we are now at that point. So it was always going to take priority, this series, and Saxlingham would fit in around, you know, if I had extra time for recording. But seeing as I've had no time to record at all, it's kind of taken a back seat. But we will get to it. We will get to it. Right. I am going to do this last headland, and I'll probably see you in the next field, which is field 40. It is worthwhile saying, I do apologise, I should have said this at the start. I did a cultivating contract and we did a mowing contract before this one. Hence why we've got this kit. You probably cottoned onto that already, because you're not daft. You're not daft, you lot. So, right, I shall see you in a moment. Well, into field 40. And I quite like this rig. I think it just takes a little bit of getting used to. And I've sort of realised that... Ooh, ever so close to the edge there. That I should be trying not to drive over the grass that's not been cut. So, yeah, hence why... Whoa, we are tempting this way round. I guess it makes sense. I don't know why it occurred to me. I think I was doing the up and down roads. I was like, oh, I'm crushing this. Now, whether that would have an effect in real life, I guess potentially it would. But yeah, I've just thought, you know what, we'll give it a whirl, and it's not horrendous. I don't quite know why the GPS lines have not come up. I've done them. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Haha, as if by magic. To be fair though, I don't think we need them, so we'll just hide those for now. So I think the plan is, once we've done this contract, we will collect them all. That should take us up around 100 grand. Which at that point then I think we will probably sleep, and we'll go from there. like I said before, I am going to look to sell all of the pigs just to see how much money we could make. Now, it won't be the maximum because some of them will be newborn and be worth very little. But yes, that's the plan. So I shall crack on, get this done, and then I'll see you when we collect on the contracts, I think. So last slither in the field, and job's a good one. Super duper. Like I said, I did quite like that that setup, and I know that you can position the mower to either the left or straight behind the tractor, but yeah, I quite like the way that it intends for us to fold it out. Right, so let's leave that there. We'll head over here and close the gate, and then we can collect on these. Huh? Oh, £99,101. So let's now, so everybody's happy, let's go. Where do we want to be? We want to be here. Right. The moment of truth. So I need to remind myself how many we need. Do I? No, we'll just go for it. Do you know what? Fortune favours the brave. So a nice early early night at 10 minutes past, well, 9 minutes past 11. There we go. Now I will leave the recording going, so let's see how many we end up with. Ooh, there we go. Won't be long now. 36 piglets were born. So, give me a minute and I'm going to go and do some counting. Well, we are now sat at 953. So, not quite, but I've had a quick scroll down through the hundreds of pigs that we've got, and there's quite a few that are at that point where they could give birth tomorrow. So I mean, it's imminent now, really. We do need to purchase some corn and feed the grain. Excuse the dancing trailer. There we go. So yeah, if we take a look, they were out of grain. We need corn. I think, yeah, so what we might do is do probably 2 trailer loads, I think, just to be on the safe side. So that's going to hit the money a little bit. But yeah, I was rather unsure whether we would get to whether we would complete today, basically. So yeah, it seems that we are going for a little longer. We might even get a chance to harvest the corn, which wouldn't be a bad thing, to be fair. So let's get this lot. Where are we going to get around? Oh, beautiful. So I shall do this load of corn in here, and we'll get another load in, and then we'll see how we're doing for time, I think. So another load of corn purchased, and I think that should do us, because I'm hoping that if we have a look at corn, yeah, next month, hopefully. So I think what I'm going to do, so there's a piece of equipment that, depending on who you watch in the farming simulator world, you may have seen that the Mr. Thor, Mr. Mark Thor, is back. He has revived his PC and has very quickly, I must say, got the class combine into 25. So I think the only logical thing to do is, one, close this gate. Close this gate. There we go. We are going to... I need to load it in. So, I am going to leave the game, load in the mod, and we are going to demo it. Okay? Play along. So, what will happen is I am going to sleep to October. Hopefully the corn will be ready, and we'll go from there. I am not going to look at the amount of pigs. I would like to get the corn done. So, that is the plan. See you in mere seconds. We're harvesting, and this is just as good as I remember it being. We have gone for the 10,000 litre capacity. We have gone for a 6 metre header. We have super tuned the engine to a whopping 360 horsepower, I think it is. Just because, you know, we didn't want to run into issues with powering the header. So, you know, that's my excuse. 9 mile an hour working speed. That gets the nod of approval. Because I don't want to be forever harvesting. Forever? No, it's Forever Young, isn't it? That's the song. You know, I don't want to rush it, but still, we need to crack on because, you know, I'm intrigued as to. Whoa, that was a bit of a snap on the old steering wheel there. I broke my wrist. Oh. Yeah, want to get through it. You know, we've got piglets to count. So I am going to get the headlands done. I mean, the yield, touch wood, looks relatively alright. And anything now is going to be used for feed, as we know. So it saves us buying it, is what I'm getting at. Money's gone down. Obviously, we've leased this. I haven't just, like, spawned it in and added the money back in, that sort of thing. So we have paid for it. But yes, so what I'm going to do is I'll get the headlands done, and I shall see you on the up and down rows. This thing is just, it's such a joy to have back. It really, really is. Thank you, Mr. Thor. So second unload done, and it's just I love this combine. I really do. Spent an inordinate amount of hours in it off camera, I'd just like to add, in 22 on I want to say Maypole. I think it was Maypole Farm. So that was Disturbed's series he did on there, where he's sort of farming through the ages, farming through the decades. And yeah, we used to, I think we had a couple of these. We used to go around, obviously, do combining and contracts and stuff. Yeah, yeah, so got some serious hours in these rigs. It is brilliant. It's just, you know, I know there's loads of combines, but it's just, you know, something different, isn't it? And because it's the Ford-based livery, I think it looks good. It looks really good. So yeah, big thank you again, buddy, for sending it over. I'm glad I got a chance to use it. It's, yeah, absolutely thrilled with it so far. Now, 3,000, so yeah, we're going to have plenty to get through here. Might as well just open up the field while we can. But yeah, nice looking, relative, bit patchy yield, but nevertheless, all good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this field, and then I will see you across the way over there in our big cornfield. But we're doing alright so far. I reckon we're going to have possibly 40,000 litres-ish off here, the way we're going, which, you know, is rather good. So, I shall catch you very shortly in the next field. So, not quite the 40,000 I was hoping for, but nevertheless, not too shabby. 35,396, which is decent. I'm happy with that. Wish I could remember what we'd harvested previously off that field, because I doubt it would be that much. Okie dokie, lovely jubbly. So, let's get this through the tree. We'll get it parked up relatively close to the field, and then we can crack on. I mean, this is... I don't think I've ever not looked forward to harvesting a field, but this specific corner, it is going to be horrendous. If you don't know why, we had a fire, which was the sort of the last straw in the realistic weather's life cycle, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh dear, never mind. Right, headlands to be done. I shall catch up with you in a little while, and yeah, we'll see exactly how we're getting on. Like I say, this particular corner is not exactly going to be high yielding, is it? I thought I'd bring you back in just as we go into the area of the damage. Yeah, it's mildly upsetting, if I'm honest. It's just, yeah. Thing is, it's done with, isn't it? Now you can't change it. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I suppose. But we have unloaded twice, I think. Which is not too shabby. I mean, look at the utter devastation. I have opened up the field as well a little bit, but yeah, I thought I'd just show you the fire damage. It's yeah, I guess it's one of those things, isn't it, really? I said it before, you know, whereas we get a very what's the word, sort of narrow path, I guess you'd say, where the fire passes. If it was, you know, real life, it would be, you know, you'd probably risk losing the majority of the field, which obviously is significantly worse. And we are just playing a video game, so yeah, can't get too upset about it. If we were to be sort of having to go many more months, then yeah, it would have really done my head in. But we haven't. You know, if anything, we've got, yeah, days left, haven't we? So, right, yeah, 2 unloads done, 20,000 litres. So we'll get that one tipped in, and yeah, just crack on. I tell you something, that extra 3 miles an hour working speed is just awesome. You do tend to, yeah, you fly through it. It really is good. It just, you know, you don't want to be sat harvesting for hours on end, do you? Maybe you do, I don't know. But yes, an extra 3 miles an hour is an absolute godsend, Mr. Thor. So, we'll get this bit unloaded. That's the word I'm looking for. Get the combine unloaded. And the other thing as well, it's a very quick unload, which is awesome. And yeah, it's nice to use new stuff, isn't it? Or different stuff, should I say. Right, let's pull this out of the way. Ooh, a bit of wheel slip there. There we go. I have parked all the other vehicles because we just want to be tabbing between these two. Turn that back on. And crack on with the rest of the field. So I've jumped forward quite a bit on the old harvesting. Because I'm quite aware that by now you'll have realised this is a longer episode. Than you're probably used to for this series. I just really, yeah, I wanted to sort of not condense is definitely the wrong word. Get the series finished off in this episode. So I probably could have made it into 2, but I didn't want to. So yeah, we're having a feature-length episode today, which I hope you're all right with. So we have emptied the trailer once, so that was 37,500 litres. Why are you just stood there? Yeah, is this the sort of side where there's a very, there's going to be a strip of shame, isn't there? Never mind. We are about 32, I want to say, 1,000 litres in the trailer now, so probably going to fill that, which is no bad thing. I wasn't sure. Lower down quickly. There we go. There we go. Get on the course. I wasn't sure how much we'd get, and after the last field I thought I'm not even going to bother guessing this time. I shall yeah, just roll with it. I am going to have to come back and get those bits. Probably the 10 litres of corn that there is there. But yeah, not a bad yield at all. I am very pleased. It's an interesting difference, I think, with obviously the moisture and stuff from realistic weather, just back to sort of playing normally, I suppose you'd say, as normally as I do play. But yeah, all good, nearly done. So not more than I thought off that last block. There we go. I shall run and grab these, and then we will. Oh yeah, look, you can see by the lines here that it would have been probably a 1 stalk pass, which, never mind. Let's get that. There we go. So yes, I'll grab these few bits. I'll catch back with you. We're probably going to fill the trailer, I would imagine. Yeah, and we'll do a bit of a total up. So we have filled the trailer, as you will see. We had 993, yeah, 993 litres left in the combine. So that went straight into one of the pig sheds. So off that field, we got nearly 70, so 37, 60, 74, 75, nearly 76,000 litres, which is pretty darn good, I think. So what we will do is let that tip as she saves. Job's a good one. Lovely. We will pull this around here. Knock that off very unrealistically whilst the trailer was still lowering. We shall pull round here. There we go. Right. Haha. So. I probably should have done this at the start, but the number that we were looking for in here was to be anything from 400 plus. We have done it, people. We have done it. So 600 in these, and we've got 413 in there. So we have got 1,013 pigs. That has been epic. Yeah, I'm relatively pleased with that. So let's remember £74,000, euros, dollars. And yeah, we'll sell them all. So hopefully what we can do is... Can we do it from here? No, we can't. That's an absolute noob thing to say. So if we get ourselves down to Le Trigger, which is here. Yes. So, I'll tell you what we'll do first. We will just, to be on the safe side, I know it's just saved itself, but if it crashes, we can come back in. So, let's do select all and... Oh, no. 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 Select none. Right, we want to be here, don't we? That's the one. So, select all and cell selected. Oh, wow. 244,000. There we go. Now, there we are. So we'll now leg it. We'll start with the little ones over here. And I think we're about here. Yes. Select all. And... oh, because the trailer's in the way. Ugh. Come on. No. There we go. Let's pull you around out the way. And go back around here. Smooth operation. Right. That's better. Select all. Cell selected. Not bad. Super. Right. Out of there. Over. Start this side. And then we want to select all, cell selected, 41,000. Nice. So we are 300,000 up so far. And then in here, make sure we're on the right one. Select all, cell selected. Wow. That is epic. So 510,000 euros. Not bad, really. In fact, we could get an accurate number from finances. And let's look for sold animals. Sold animals. 508,000. That is epic. So that's it. Very big thank you, firstly, to Marnux Mapping for a fantastic map, mate. You are seriously talented. Thank you to Eagles for the modified tractors. Thank you to Smock for helping with some of the equipment and pulling me up and the South American planter. And thank you to everyone for watching. I have really enjoyed this series. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.